Welcome to North Blenheim, New York for Heiser Media and Gatekeeper Media's combined coverage of Discap and Disc Golf Journey present the 2024 Mindkill Disc Golf Championships driven by Innova. Whew. I'm Nathan Johnson, joined in the booth today by Nick Hanson. How's it going, Nick?
It's going good. I'm excited to see these players take on this course. We've got a good card today, so should be some action.
Yeah, let's take a look at that card. Andrew Cochran leading the way at 13 under par after a very solid first two rounds. Harry Chace, Zach Tesone, and Steve Brinster will be trying to chase him down.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch Steve play. If you don't know Steve Brinster, you need to do some research because he's an absolute legend. Here we are at hole one. Going to have an OB on the right and left side, 692 feet, par 4, playing somewhere in front of that OB line, and then playing across the OB to that pin there.
Yeah, Andrew Cochran coming off a strong finish at Lake Marshall a couple weeks ago. It's a pretty good pull on this one, just a nice big hyzer. Finds that fairway. That'll set him up nicely.
Harry Chace.
Harry Chace, always a staple. Any tournament up here in the Northeast. Finished in a second place last year at this event. I'm sure he would love to improve on that this time around.
It's going to be a little wide on this, but with how open it is, he'll be able to attack from there still.
Yeah, Zach Tesone, really balanced game, forehand heavy. You'll see that a lot. He's going to it here. Coming off his first career 8-tier win earlier this year at the White Rose Open.
From Warwick, New York, Steve Brinster.
Yeah, like you said, Nick, Steve Brinster, 2013 U.S. champ. Another staple for many years up here in the Northeast. A little low out of the hand, but that'll play.
Really, you just want to make sure you're in balance off this tee pad. You can't really bite off too much.
Yep, going to have to clear that OB area you see on the way to this green. Scary putts coming up for these guys unless you put it really close with that slope right in front of the basket. Nice shot there from Andrew. You can see the breeze kind of picking up. You'll notice as we go through the front nine, it's more open of the two nines on this course. Back-to-back forehands for Zach there. Goes a little deep. That'll be a scary putt coming up.
Yeah, seeing multiple shots for our players and all having looks to the green here. This is a birdie you want to get to start the round off.
One leaks out a bit early from Harry. Does stay in bounds over by that short basket. Just going to pitch this one up, playing for par. Long birdie look for Steve. See if he gives it a bid.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
A bid he does. He had to be like almost outside of circle 2. Wow.
That was, what a little spinner from like 60 uphill. And, I mean, just look how soft that goes into the chains. I mean, it doesn't even hit the chains. That's how soft it was.
And like if that one doesn't go in, it's just going to be right next to the basket. Oh, man. I'm excited to watch this round from Steve.
Yeah, what a way to start your day. Now Zach, death putt here from circle's edge. Unable to connect, but stays close, luckily. Wow, I would be rattled if Steve just banged that 60-footer in my face, and I have to step up here. Let's see how Andrew Cochran responds. uphill just outside the circle.
Oh, and he
Unfazed.
gets it. Keeping that stroke lead over Brinster with the match here on hole 1. That's what he's going to have to do today to keep this lead. He's going to have to be getting birdies out here. I would say maybe like 5 to 7 down. If he can stay in that range, he's going to win the tournament. But he's going to need to be up there to keep that lead. All right, we're here at hole 2, 271 feet, par 3. It's going to be twisting a little bit, but more or less it's going to be straight until this last part where you have that low ceiling to deal with.
Yeah, I like the flex forehand line that we see Cochran lining up. Works well for that low ceiling. Oh, but he just doesn't turn this one out of the hand. That is going to be trouble. Ooh, a little roller.
Steve bringing out the old school play.
Oh, no.
Oh, just not able to get it down, catching early. Oh, interesting.
Okay. This is not something you see every day. Harry just going over everything. All right, comes up a bit short. We'll see if he's got any sort of look in those bushes over there. This hole is made for Zach Tesone's forehand. Just a little baby Annie. Oh, just catches some limbs at the end there, but that is a great shot.
Yeah, he's going to be looking at just maybe outside the circle for birdie. We have Steve up now. It's going to be a hard scramble here. Yeah, he's going to be looking at bogey at best.
Yeah, just never had the height. I think this is Andrew. And pretty good out.
Yeah. Looked almost maybe like a turbo.
Yes, just a pitch up there for Brinster. Let's see. Harry looks like he's got room to straddle out. Little low ceiling spinner. Oh, and it had the height. Just a bit high.
On a great birdie there, as this hole was playing actually over par today, just barely. So good stroke that he's picking up there on most of the field.
Yeah, not something you see every day on a 271-foot hole, but it's a tight fairway and a very specific shot shape, so most of these guys not too upset with the par.
On to hole 3, 284 feet, just around these trees here. Another one you're going to want to get. You have the forehand option here as you see him lining up.
Yeah, a little choose your own adventure hole here. This has some nice height and width.
Looks like maybe came up a little short there.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of look he's got. I think this is the traditional play, just some sort of putter or mid-range, but Cochran does not give it the width. That is going to be a tough scramble, even though he's probably less than 80 feet away in those thick trees.
Do you know what manufacturer Zach's throwing?
I believe Zach has an open bag, so he's got a good mix in there.
And that one looks high as well. Just depends on where it funneled down from. The top of the trees. Steve here. Looks like maybe lining up the Anheuser.
Yeah, trying to go turnover through that left side. Just yanks it a bit. It's not where you want to be.
Oh, wow. Look at that shot he has to throw.
Oh, my God. perfect angle control. Just puts it out wide on a ton of Annie. Drops it in. These guys all having a tough time here in these trees, and honestly all pretty great outs from where they were to give themselves chances at par.
Oh, what a putt.
Zach Tesone, though, not interested in the par at all. Spins it in from outside the circle from a knee. He is off to a hot start here. It's a good par save there from Harry. Knocking down the circle's edge look. See if Andrew can do the same.
The unfortunate miss there.
Maybe some early nerves coming into play. We'll see.
Yeah, not the hole you want to be taking a bogey on is playing .21 under par today. So moving to hole 4. 493 feet, par 4. Once again, dealing with quite a bit of OB before you reach your basket. 2 good shots, though, and these players should be under there for birdie.
Zach Tesone up next to, we mentioned Harry's second place finish. Zach finished in third place at last year's event out here. So he knows how to play this course well, but there just pulls the forehand a bit, finds the out of bounds. Open the door for some of these other guys to make a move. Harry going big off this tee shot.
I like the flight there. I think he's going to be in that opening we saw from the drone. So in a great position.
Looks like Steve lining up something similar. This one looks a little pulled. Does it come out? Oh, it does. Full flight.
Oh, yep. Way up there as well.
Andrew Cochran now looking to bounce back after the bogey on hole 3. This needs to hold.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to, though.
Yeah, fades out.
Really got to commit to getting these ones over on a hole like this, especially with it going downhill. Just gives it so much more time to fade out.
These guys going to the drop zone. Just kind of a straight to finish hyzer to save the par. That's well done from Tesone. Going to give himself a look.
Do you know the distance from this drop zone by chance?
I don't. It's looking like somewhere in that 300-foot range. This guy's pulling out. Maybe a little bit more. Throwing some fairway drivers. Oh, but that's just an early release from Andrew. Starting to snowball here. Needs to get up and down to stop the bleeding.
Oh, and he's out of bounds again, unfortunately. Wow.
Yeah, and you can just see what these players are rewarded with after their good drives. Just simple little pitch-ups. Brinster and Chace going to have birdie putts coming up where these guys are fighting to keep the score low on this one. It's going to be a big number coming up for Cochran.
Plenty of time left, though, if he can just, hunker down in these next couple, get a couple birdies, get back on track. As we see a good birdie there from Harry, getting his first birdie of the round and getting him under par.
Tesone now for his par save. Nice confident stroke there to keep himself at 12 under. Got ourselves a ball game here, folks.
Yeah, a lot of movement on this one. We move into hole number 5 here, 309 feet, sorry. Playing though on this hill, so if you don't stick the green, it might be worth laying up.
Yeah, definitely a scary putt if you find yourself at circle's edge or just outside it.
Oh, and I like the
Harry,
look of this one.
such a nice flight with that subtle turnover with the slow disc. Finds himself at the bottom of the hill, probably will just end up laying that one up for par. Brinster doesn't like it. Yeah, just didn't turn it enough.
This course has been setting up really good so far for Zach's sidearm. Been able to throw about what seems like 2 dis off most of these tees.
Oh, no. Rolled? Yeah.
That's part of the danger. You can hear him talk about it. The throwing that overstable forehand into the hillside, a lot of the time that disc is going to pick up and roll right back to where it started. Kind of just the luck of the draw you get making that decision off the tee. This is looking pretty similar.
No idea what happened, but we'll see.
You know, that bench is really not in the best position. It's almost in bullseye.
Yeah, no, probably a little bit in Steve's way here, so definitely want to take that into account with this layup, or maybe not a layup. Call it a soft bid.
Yeah, that one's tough to tell. It looked like he was potentially running it.
Yes, looks like Andrew also rolled back down the hill.
Smart
puts
play
that-
there.
Looks like Zach's running this one. Not a bad effort.
Are you running this putt?
Depends how I'm feeling. Depends on the wind. Harry gives that a floaty bid. Drops it next to the basket. Hole like this, nothing wrong with a par. A vast majority of the field has taken that score. So I think this is one that you're just kind of okay with it and move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'd probably be laying up if I was at the bottom of the hill on either side. There's too much that can happen too easily.
Yep, not worth it. Still this early into the round.
All right, hole 6, 740 feet, par 4, as you see OB right and left again. Players are going to want to try and navigate somewhere about 100 or so back so they can have that straighter approach. Going to see some big tee shots out of these guys, I bet.
Huge hyzer coming from Harry Chace. Might be a little pinched, might have a step out forehand for his second shot, but inbounds, it'll play.
Don't roll OB.
No way.
Wow. from going to be in a great spot to out of bounds.
Just a terrible break.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate, because if he's a foot shorter, doesn't hit those trees, it's going to be in money territory.
This is looking very similar from Tesone, just barely in front of that tree is going to put him in the perfect spot. Oh, this looks a little early from Cochran. Doesn't quite turn over. Going to find that left side out of bounds as well. This drop zone is not as favorable as the one we saw a couple holes ago. Big hyzer into the green. Looks like Steve comes up a bit short.
Yeah, these cascading drop zones that they have here is, can really cause a lot of trouble if you don't get, you aren't throwing good tee shots.
That second shot, or third shot, technically just barely holds on there for Andrew. We're going to see Harry go up and over for the second time this round. Little cabbage right out the hand.
Oh, tombstones it. Gonna give himself a look.
Yeah, not a bad shot at all. And Zach, after the perfect drive, pulls it a little bit, but gets through. Gonna have a birdie putt.
Oh, man.
Steve's watching that happen, just like, what is this?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I've seen some of the best luck and the worst luck on this hole so far.
Goes a little long on his upshot there. About a 30-footer coming back.
Not bad. This is Harry for birdie.
Had the height there from deep circle 2. Unable to connect, and now Zach to grab the lead at 13 under par, knocks it down. And yeah, just like that, a clean 3 under start through 6, and yeah, he finds himself in the lead. Ooh,
Steve able to get one to go.
maybe a little good break to balance out the bad luck earlier in the hole. No chains needed.
This was actually the hardest hole on the course today, playing at 4.74, so quite a bit over par, almost playing as a par 5.
Yeah, that OB coming into play in that drop zone combination, I think, is makes this one a tough hole for sure. And you can see by the scores from our card.
All right, hole 7 here, 365 feet. If you have a big enough hyzer and you can go all the way out and around, you'll be able to drop one right into this green here. For right-hand players, that is.
Yes, luckily on our card, 4 guys with more than competent backhands. This is a little wide from Tesone. Doesn't quite get back in time, but checks up in the short grass.
Looking pretty good. Oh, I
Sticks
would
it.
say that's pretty good. Inside the circle for birdie, folks.
Yeah, Harry Chace showing off the power here today. Just taking lines that nobody else on this card, or maybe in this tournament, can. Not a terrible roll there for Brinster. Going to put him in the 50-foot range or so.
I mean, that's been his range today, so maybe he'll knock down another one.
Oh, this one's early.
Andrew's really been struggling ever since whole force tee shot. Kind of feel like he probably feels like he needs to press a little harder now and maybe making a couple more mistakes. He's gonna be looking at par from about 30 feet on this one.
Yeah, just got to kind of find that groove again. Maybe make one nice confidence builder putt to get him back in rhythm. See if Steve can knock this one down from circle 2, nose it out of the hand. Just hold that one a bit. Oh, that putter is gone. Oh no, it sits down. Okay. About a 30-footer here to save his par.
Ooh, and a little high, a little left. It's going to be tapping in for bogey.
Yeah, just keep sliding in the wrong direction.
Harry here to tie it up again with Zach. Connects for the birdie.
Yeah, these two are kind of starting to separate themselves, at least from our lead card. Just playing nice and clean golf. Picking up the birdies when they can. That's all you got to do, score out here. But obviously that's easier said than done.
All right, hole 8. 290 feet, par 3. You have this tight little gap you're flying here that you can try and throw one. You could even get one a little further outside. But you really just want to, beat this low ceiling and get one to stay left.
Looks pulled a bit out of the hand from Harry, but gets through. Gonna leave himself circle 2 putt downhill. Andrew's woken up from his nap, it seems. Let's see if Zach can match that drive from Harry. This is looking real good.
I love this.
Oh yeah, well inside the circle there for Tesone.
We'll take those all day.
Oh yeah. Steve going to the standstill. I like it.
Oh, hey, gets a nice kick out, fortunately. Be able to get up and down for par for sure.
Sneaks through the left side there for Cochran. That's going to leave him an uphill putt. Definitely runnable. See if he can start moving back in the right direction.
Smooth up shot there under the basket for Steve.
Looks like Harry's lining this one up to give it a run.
Oh,
so many chains.
Damn, such a good run too.
I don't know if I want to watch this. A little high right, but on a different day that might have stuck.
Hey, there we go. This could be the putt that you were talking about. This could be that confidence booster. 30-footer uphill for a birdie.
Yeah, he's far from out of this thing. 5 strokes back. Oh no, another one?
That is no good. Yeah, because this back nine is you could say it's a totally different course the way these two play. We're going to hit the woods here pretty soon.
Yeah, so a lot of score separation, plenty of stroke swings to come. So if you can get hot at the right time, any of these guys could pop off and win this thing.
All right, hole 9, our par 5, 897 feet. You're going to want to get it over this ridge here if possible and down into the opening. And then from here, you've got quite the wide open fairway to work your way down to the basket. Going to have OB surrounding it as well. So you got to make sure you place that upshot well.
Andrew puts a pretty good move on this. Maybe comes out a little lower than he would have liked, but it'll play. This is absolutely smoked from Harry.
He's going to like that.
This is a little straighter from Zach. You see the first two guys kind of go for the more of that hyzer flip, left pushing line. Should still play. A very wide hyzer from Steve.
Wow, that's interesting.
So he's up here at the top of the hill. Just going to play something down into that big open area like you saw on the drone preview. Interesting to see the forehand second shot here. I get the intention with that hill that slopes from right to left. Makes a lot of sense. The hill should catch the forehand a little bit better than the backhand, which could potentially fade down it. This is crushed from Zach.
Damn, that is a huge forehand.
And Harry maybe trying to go for the eagle here.
I mean, why not with his power?
And he is on the green.
Sticks the green. Gonna have a, I don't know, what would you say, 60-footer for eagle?
Yeah, that is definitely a makeable putt. And this is a grenade?
Wow. It's an interesting choice, but works out for him.
Yeah, if you've got it, why not? Puts it to 20 feet. Pretty straightforward upshots here, although, like you mentioned in the flyover, Nick, OB surrounding the green, so don't want to take it for granted. Brinster just sneaks over that out of bounds. Rough.
Such a nice forehand. So smooth, fun to watch.
Yeah, you can see that ultimate background coming into play. All right, Harry Chace, a little uphill, 60-footer.
Oh, dang it.
So close, just a bit low. Steve for the birdie, furthest out. Drops it in there.
Bunch
Every
of ways
time.
you can get a birdie on this hole.
Yeah. Very scoreable hole, the 9th here. It was the most birdied hole on the course. Our lead card, trying to prove why they're the lead card and pick themselves up a star frame to finish out this front 9. And barring something horrible happening, I think it looks like they're going to do just that.
Not a bad start, Par. Finish out the front 9. Don't forget to check us out on Heiser Media for the back 9.
Yeah, taking a look at the leaderboard, we got ourselves a battle at the top, folks. Harry Chace and Zach Tesone both at 14 under par. Andrew Cochran and Steve Brinster looking to make a move up the leaderboard. Jamin Hume also making some moves, finding himself at 10 under. It's a packed leaderboard. We'll see how this thing finishes out. If you're interested in sponsoring, supporting this coverage, reach out to us. We'd love to have you. And like Nick said, head over to Heiser Media's YouTube channel for the final 9 holes of this year's Mind Kill Disc Golf Championship. We'll see you there.